Just a quick note on these meditations. They are meant as instruction, and over time you should work to meditate without the guidance of these audio tracks in order to extend your time to 15, 20, 30 minutes or longer. So now we begin. So find a way to sit that is comfortable and stable. You can sit on the floor cross-legged or in a chair if you need to. The stilling of the physical body will help you in quieting the mind. You want to sit with your back straight in a relaxed way so the breath can move freely. And go ahead and close your eyes. We will begin with the first very universal exercise. Many traditions work with the breath. Allow your eyes to close gently. And to start, just bring your attention to what you're experiencing right now. Notice what the body feels like. Is there sensations? Is it relaxed? Is there tension in this position? Be aware of any sounds around you. Notice the tone of the heart or the mind, feelings that are present, moods, thoughts, expectations, stories going on in the mind. One psychologist says this is the stuff of your life. When we sit with eyes closed, these are the things that show up. Sensations, feelings, thoughts. But in the midst of these experiences, become aware of the fact that you are breathing. In other words, the fact that breathing is what's happening right now. It happens all on its own. And for this first meditation, we will use this movement of breath to train our mind, to train our awareness to be in the present. We hear a lot about being or staying in the present, but this is a training of that actual experience. Sense or feel how you experience the breath. It could be coolness in the back of the throat or in the nose, tingling, movement of the chest or the belly. And try to experience this breath without trying to control it or directing it or changing it. Just be aware that this breath breathes itself. There may be a tendency when you become aware of this to try to control it. And yet, with or without your conscious attention, breathing happens. It's what some call our life breath. What keeps us alive. Feel each breath as it comes in and out, wherever it shows itself. Again, sometimes the nose or the belly, sometimes the whole experience of the breath. As you feel the breath, try not to control it. Allow it to find its own rhythms. Let the breath direct you. You may notice that the mind wanders off. Each time you become aware that your mind has gone off into thinking or planning, memories, let go of that place and come back here to feel the next breath. We do this over and over, like a dance. Return back to the next in-breath or the next out-breath. And try to do this without judgment or criticism. This is inevitable that the mind will wander away. We are very conditioned to go off into thinking and planning. You won't master this in one sitting or in 100 sittings. The strive here is not for perfection. Though the practice is the focus on the experience of breath, we also recognize this tendency of the mind to wander off, and like flexing a muscle that perhaps has never really been flexed, we're strengthening this act of remembering where we were or where we went off to. When you notice that you've gone away, you come back. And in that back and forth, you strengthen your ability to do so, and the likelihood that you will do it again. And if it helps, you can say to yourself softly in the background of your mind, in during the in-breath and out during the out-breath. Don't put too much energy into the labeling or naming. Keep most of your attention on feeling this breath. As it moves in and out, softening into it, feeling it, relaxing into it, wherever you notice it. Try to experience this breath with what we might call a listening attention. And each time you've wandered away, when you notice, come back again, feeling the very next in-breath or very next out-breath. Coolness, the movement, letting the awareness rest on the breath, gently feeling it in the body. And in this last minute or so, see if you can feel every breath for 1 minute.